G'day world, I'm back and still at Myriad Live, and it's absolutely teeming down with rain outside, but we're having super fun inside. Yeah. I'm here with Bob Newberry from The Fitness Mindset, and we've only just started off the conference, but how are you finding it, Bob?
Yeah, great. I've only seen one presentation just down behind you on the stage there, and it's been really interesting, really good stuff.
Yeah. So Bob, tell us about your business. What's the Fitness Mindset all about?
Okay, sure. So the Fitness Mindset, it is an online course, and what we coach people in is the psychology behind behaviour change and habit forming, specifically with your health and fitness. So we don't prescribe nutrition or exercise. There's plenty of experts around that we'll connect you with that do, but we try to get your mind right so then you can actually do what you want to do with your health and fitness.
Brilliant. It sounds like it's a perfect, partner to Beach City, because you know that we're all about, helping entrepreneurs and helping business people, understand that they can have a life as well as work, so that work-life balance.
Yeah, absolutely. So we like to say to people, it sounds a bit corny, but it's kind of a matter of life and death, because if you're not looking after yourself, you're not giving back to your loved ones, your business, anyone else in your life. So you've got to really, we believe you need to look after yourself. You don't have to be a bodybuilding champion or marathon runner or anything, but enough that you feel good, you got energy to do what you want to do, and you're also thinking clearly. That's one of the biggest things for me, that if I'm not exercising and looking after myself, my brain just gets covered in fog and I can't think. So
absolutely. And look, I've been around for 38 years now, and I'm only just still coming to understand the importance of exercise and helping keeping my mind clear. Yep. How was that chat just then? It was on the startup stage, and would you call yourself a startup?
I don't know. I don't really connect with that term, because I think I'm just trying to grow a business to look after my family, if that makes sense. Mate,
I'm with you. I actually dislike the term as well, because before it existed, everybody was just a business, right?
Yes, yeah, correct. So the thing that I struggle with is they talk about funding and getting money to go really big, and I like that idea. It's a bit scary, but my business partner and I are just bootstrapping it on the side. Or we were on the side, now we're both full-time. I'm quite fortunate to be able to do that, to then have a crack and see what happens. The advice that they were giving on stage was, to outsource and pay people to do it, and that's a real barrier for me at the moment. I'm trying to be as lean as possible, and I don't have spare cash just floating around to do it, but I do understand that maybe if you take a punt and do that, then maybe your actual real business will grow faster, and it's one of those if-then sort of situations.
Mate, I think the advice from the CEO from Beach City, who's Lee Kelson, would just say, just bootstrap it, mate. Bootstrap it as long as you can.
Okay, cool.
And I think it's great advice, what kind of hours are you doing?
Not as much as I need to be or want to. So when I said before that I'm full-time, I was working in a property development job, or have been for the last few years, and I was actually made redundant at the end of last year. And so I took 3 months off because we were able to, my wife and I, to focus on it. And then she's gone back to work this year. We've got 3 young kids, and the oldest one's 5, and she's like, I want to go back to work. She got a job within a week of trying, and then she's like, well, you kind of don't have a job. So I'm a stay-at-home dad now. My wife's taken leave for me to come here to Myriad for the next 2 days. So for me to spend the hours, it's when kids are asleep, when kids are at kindy or school or daycare, and when they're in bed at night, and I'm trying to walk the walk that I'm preaching as part of the Fitness Mindset, and I get up at 4 a.m. to exercise and get shit done.
Mate, me too. I've got a young baby who's just changed her wake-up time from about 6 or 7 o'clock to 5 and 5:30. So my 5 and 5:30 starts have changed to 4 and 4:30 now.
So you get stuff done before. Yeah, I get it.
And it's it's wigging me out. But in terms of lifestyle, what's your favourite beach in the world? Where do you like to go on holidays, or even where do you like to hang out and clear your mind? Maybe before you, where's your favourite location to do that before you get stuck into work potentially?
Good question. So we've just moved house at the start of this year, and we have a really nice place on the side of a hill in the Gap, which is kind of on a inner western side of Brisbane, but it's towards a big national park, and we're right on the edge of that. And so I wake up in the morning, and if it's not too cold or rainy like it is today, I go and sit out on the deck, and we sort of look over the top of it, all the other houses in the area, and it's really green. And I like to do any sort of Skype calls there as well, because everyone goes, "Oh man, what's in the background? That looks awesome!" I'm like, yeah, I know. So, but beaches you asked about specifically, one that connects with me is Alexandra Headlands on the at the Sunshine Coast, because my wife's parents have a unit there, and we spent plenty of time up there, right on the beach. Wake up and just beautiful big long coastline there, and that's a really nice place to go away with the family as well, to kind of take a step back and connect. And does that make sense?
It totally does, and I'm actually in a similar boat. I'm in the hinterland of the Gold Coast, and
nice.
and have some really beautiful surrounds that just bring me right down when I get home from a stressful day at work. So they just help even those stress levels out. As far as innovation goes, how do you think Australia's travelling? In terms of innovation, would you give us a red, amber, or a green light?
Oh gosh. I'm probably not the best person to ask that question, Chris, to be honest, but if I had to talk about Brisbane specifically, I think they're really pushing for green. And I only say that because I'm part of the Fishburners hub in the CBD, and I see the Brisbane marketing team, I'm probably getting their name wrong, but the council team that are really behind creating the whole capital, which is Fishburners and Little Tokyo 2, and getting Myriad here, I'm sure they're involved with that sort of stuff, and trying to get local entrepreneurs and startups and things happening. So I've seen that in the last year or so really change the Brisbane landscape from my perspective, just the people I meet. And so I think it's a concerted effort, but I don't know about the rest of Australia though. That's kind of my local experience. So
that's fine. Great answer. And who are you excited about seeing today?
I don't know. There's a guy tomorrow actually that I'm excited who's started the hustle. Yeah, so I don't really know much about it other than I signed up recently, and he just sends hilarious emails that I really like to read, and they just give you daily things on kind of just what's happening in the world of, I don't know, tech or online businesses, etc. I'm probably getting that wrong, sorry, hustle guys. But I want to see that guy tomorrow. I'm really interested in that. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thanks very much for your time, Bob. It's been absolutely fantastic talk. I didn't know that was going to happen. We were just getting a call in the middle of being live, and I think we need to wrap this one up. But thanks very much, Bob. Look forward to seeing you around again. Maybe get an update.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
Cheers.
Thanks.